Happy New Year, elves. It is officially 2025 and this is the first video of the new year that I am filming, and it feels good to be back in front of the camera and to be talking to you all. I have missed you all. I hope everybody had a wonderful break, a wonderful holiday season. I hope you are refreshed and ready to talk about newness and have some fun with me here, because boy, do we have some more things to talk about. 2025 is already gearing up and ramping up. The fragrance news is happening, new releases are happening, the recaps are happening and everything. It's been fun. But alas, let's get into these top 5 fragrances for the month of December, because we got to talk about those that brought me the most joy. And of course, I want to know what brought you the most joy in the month of December as well. So let's get on into it. The Sam Maria here as always. Let's get into lipstick of the day today, everyone. We have from MAC, and this is MAC Yash, you all. I'm happy to talk about this color again because it is coming back in the new MAC Nudes collection that is coming out. I want to say January 6th. That's what I saw the date. I am super excited. I already have some of the colors already that I was able to pick up at Ulta early. So we'll be talking about that in another video. But our last lipstick of the day is Yash, and everything on my face will be in the description box below as always. And I'm just happy about this color coming back. Like, yes. Next up, we have fragrance of the day, and this is a new release. This came out at the very end of 2024, going into now 2025, and this is the new YSL Black Opium Glitter fragrance. You all saw this fragrance in the haul I did for December. I am wearing it, so I'm starting to form my opinions on it, my thoughts on this scent. So of course, once my thoughts are fully formed, a review will be happening sooner rather than later. But the last fragrance of the day is this new beauty right here, the new YSL Black Opium Glitter fragrance. I'm excited about it. And now let's get into these top 5 fragrances for the month of December. In the number 5 spot, it's a sample, believe it or not. It's a sample I've had for a year now, and this is one that has taken me on a journey. In the number 5 spot, it goes to Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex. Yes, this is a fragrance that was extremely polarizing. It came out at the top of 2024. Everybody was talking about this one. People blind about this scent and hated it. People loved it. People tore this apart in reviews. It was like a whole thing. I remember I sampled it a few times. I was not here for it. Luckily, I was sent a sample of it from one of you, my lovely elves. So I've been able to play in it, but most importantly, I've been able to take my time and really form my opinion on this scent. This is a scent that, again, at first I was not feeling, but now, since I've been wearing it, now that it's been winter this year, why am I starting to love this scent? So that's why I've been reaching for it. I'm using it. Here is what my sample looks like. Hope that is focusing. Yep, there it is. And I'm almost done with my sample, because you all know the rule for 2025 is must use up the sample first before I purchase a full-size bottle. We're trying to limit blind buys, and we're trying to limit just buying recklessly in general for 2025. Okay. You know, that's my little mantra here. But the notes for Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex, you all, are, we have top notes of bitter almond, then we also have vanilla, then we have some florals in here. We also have vanilla absolute. We have ultra vanilla, which is like a trademark note that Tom Ford does now. There's also tonka bean in here, and then there's sandalwood in this fragrance. So this is like vanilla on top of vanilla on top of vanilla, but with an almond note is what it is. And I love almonds, so that is why this scent now makes sense to me. It's like, now that it has taken some time, of course with vanilla fragrances, they get richer, they get deeper over time, and this fragrance was no exception to that rule. I am enjoying this scent. This scent makes sense to me as a winter fragrance. So I'm like, okay, I'm on board with this now. So just to say, if you all see a full-size bottle of it in 2024, you know why, because my opinion has changed on this fragrance. And this is why, again, we are using up these samples first to really form my opinion on a scent, so we can know if we really want it or if we hate it. So again, the number 5 spot goes to Tom Ford's Vanilla Sex. In the number 4 spot, you all, this is a new release that came out end of summer, early fall from the house of Prada. Yes, Prada Beauty gave us the new Prada Paradox Virtual Flower. This fragrance right here. This is a fragrance, it wasn't really on my radar, but of course you all know it was kindly sent over to me from the brand. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna play in it, you know, because when sometimes smelling it just in passing, you're like, okay, I'm not really feeling it, versus having a bottle we can really douse yourself in, your opinion can change. That's just the truth of the matter. And this is one of those fragrances that I found myself reaching for more than I thought I would. So the note, you all, for Prada Paradox Virtual Flower, at the top is bergamot, we have jasmine in the middle, and we have neroli, we also have musk and ambrette. So really simple note composition. Prada Paradox line is very successful. People love it. Some people like the original more, some people like the intense version more. You all know I love the intense, and of course the new Virtual Flower one is the latest flanker in the lineup. This is like their fresh one in my opinion. And I'm always here for a fresh and clean scent. I just have to be in the mood for it, because sometimes I want my scents to be a little bit more richer, smelling, sweeter, oud, whatever. But sometimes I just want fresh and clean. And this is when you are feeling fresh and clean. That's what this is. It's the neroli in here for me and the musk. There's like a laundry powder situation in here in addition to the florals. And I'm always here for a laundry note because I have other fragrances that smell like laundry. So that's like a thing for me. Nobody's mad at smelling fresh and clean. And for me, particularly like on Saturdays and things, I'm just around the house, say I'm cleaning up, maybe reorganizing. I don't necessarily need to be wearing something that's a heavy oud at the time. I just want to smell clean, you know. I've taken my shower and I'm just around the house. This was the type of fragrance for that. And of course, during December, a lot of us are off. It's time with family. Everything's closed essentially. So you're kind of in the house a little bit more. At least that's been my December and going into January. So this type of fragrance made sense for me and what I had going on. So that is why I found myself reaching for Prada Paradox's Virtual Flower. I'm enjoying this one. Full dedicated review is coming sooner rather than later because, yeah, my opinions are about 90% formed on this one. In the number 3 spot, you all, we have from Clean Reserve. This is their newest release, and this is Whipped Cherry. Check it out right here. This is one I've been talking about all December, it feels like, because I've had it all month. This one, I was like, what? They dropping a new fragrance right before the holidays, right before the end of the year, right on time. So Clean Reserve gave us this beauty right here. I've already done its full dedicated review. It is up on the channel. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. But this right here is a juicy cherry scent. It's not a linear cherry scent, and I'm explaining what I mean by juicy once you hear the notes. So while there's wild cherry in here, there's pineapple in here, there's also coconut in this fragrance too, y'all. And then there's orange zest in here, there's almond blossom, there's praline, mimosa, osmanthus too. And then in the base wall we have vanilla cream, cedarwood, musk, and sandalwood. So to be a Clean Reserve fragrance, this is one of their fragrances that has one of the most complex note breakdowns for me. And I have a ton of Clean Reserve fragrances, so I'm telling you what I know. This one they went in a new direction with, and I think it's a good idea because it's more complexity in here as compared to some of the other fragrances that have been more linear in the past. Because for me, it's the cherry in here. You get the sweet vanilla whipped cream in here. You also get that pineapple note, and that pineapple in here was needed. The coconut water in here. So this is one of those fragrances. It's fruity, but then it also has like the gourmand notes in here too. Also pick up on the skin. This scent is fun, and this is one of those scents that even though it came out in December, I still would see myself wearing this in say June because of how juicy it is in that pineapple situation with the coconut. This is a versatile fragrance, but this is one that, of course, since it was newer to the collection, I was reaching for it more because it brought me a lot of joy. And this one was on my radar anyway, so I was just like, I'm gonna have fun with Whipped Cherry. So in the number 3 spot, again, that goes to Clean Reserve's Whipped Cherry. In the number 2 spot, you all, this is one I finally upgraded the bottle. Y'all saw it in the haul. We have Creed's Queen of Silk. You all know I was wearing those samples out. I know. So we did right and got the bottle because, again, we finished the sample. Yeah. So Queen of Silk, this right here is a fruity oud is what it is. And this is one, I remember when I first smelled this fragrance, you all know it was too much for me because I smelled it. It was summertime. You cannot smell this fragrance in like 80, 90 degree weather. It's just going to be way too much and overpowering to the nose, especially if you've got a lot of humidity like we do here in Tennessee. It's just not a good situation. However, now that it is cold, I'm talking we have a snow advisory and an ice advisory right now. At the time I'm filming this video, oh, this is everything in that type of weather. This is beautiful. Gorgeous passion fruit scent. But I'm gonna get into the full note breakdown, you all. We have saffron in here. Let's just yes, saffron, osmanthus, magnolia, passion fruit, tuberose, patchouli in here, you all. We have agar wood, which is oud. We also have ambroxan, Madagascar, vanilla, myrrh, and musk in this scent, and some incense too. This right here is all about that passion fruit and the oud. Those are the 2 main stars of this here fragrance. Wow. And this right here lasts forever. I have to scrub to get it off. This fragrance goes the distance. Longevity, oh, checks off all of the boxes. This is one of those fragrances you spray on in the morning. You will still smell it on you in the evening. And that has been my experience even with the sample. So you already know the bottle is even more potent. And I'm just loving that. So most importantly, this is a showstopper fragrance. It's been the season of holiday parties, holiday gatherings, and events. And of course, you want a show-stopping scent that matches their energy. So that is why Queen of Silk was a favorite for December. I enjoyed her so much. She brought me a lot of joy. Really, she brought me a lot of joy all the fall, to be honest, but you know. But specifically for December, since we got the bottle and I'd already been wearing it a whole lot, it brought me a lot of joy for this month. So at last, Queen of Silk from Creed is the number 2 spot fragrance. And in the number 1 spot, it had to be a fragrance that just smells like Christmas to me because it's been the season of Christmas. My family loves Christmas, decorating, presents, just all of it. It's just, I have a Christmas family here, okay? So the number 1 scent, this just really embodied all of this for me, and it made me smile every time I spritzed it and wore this fragrance. It has to go to this beauty right here, and this is Jo Malone's Ginger Biscuit. Yes, A fragrance that you all know I hated last year and I loved it this year. Glad I picked it up in October because otherwise I would not have picked it up, because this is a limited edition fragrance. They only bring it back around for the holidays, meaning it only becomes available in October. And if you don't buy it then, it sells out. Because now as I'm filming this video, I went to look it up and it's nowhere to be found. Nowhere. Not even Selfridges. Normally like Selfridges and Harris and stuff be having like limited edition fragrances that we don't have over here in the States. They don't even have it right now. I'm like, what? So anywho, Ginger Biscuit. This fragrance, you all, is, as the name suggests, a ginger scent. Ginger, nutmeg, there's spices in here. There's also cinnamon. There's hazelnuts in the scent. There's also tonka bean and vanilla in here too. So this is a gourmand of gourmand scents. And it just literally smells like a gingerbread house to me. It does. It just smells like gingerbread house, gingerbread cookies, or ginger snap. But anyway, it's all of the ginger desserts is what it is. It just smells warm and cozy. It just smells like family time. It smells like sitting in front of the fire. They had Elf and I did that. We even roasted marshmallows over the fire and everything for Christmas and stuff. So this scent was just all of that for me. It just embodied that energy. So this is why this had to be the #1 fragrance. I hope it comes back next year. They need to just go ahead and make it permanent, because even though I enjoyed this in December, this is a type of fragrance, because of how cozy and yummy it is, I will continue to wear it well into the winter season, which is, you know, January and February and majority of March, you know, to be fair. But this scent, it was #1. It just gave me all the feels and the vibes that I wanted. I'm glad I picked up Ginger Biscuit. So all right, everyone, that wraps up the top 5 fragrances for the month of December 2024. It was a good, well-rounded month. As you can see, we got some newness, we got some oldness, we got some limited edition. You know, it's just a mix here. These were the fragrances that brought me the most joy. So let me know what you think about my roundup. Also, most importantly, what were your top 5 for the month of December? What were the fragrances that brought you the most joy? Let me know in the comments, and of course I will read them and respond when I can. But until next time, elves, I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.